fellow readers. Today I'm going to be talking about When a Magician's Pupil Smiles. And this is by Chisaki Kanai. This is the complete series. I think it was originally 3 volumes? It was 3 or 4 volumes, and they put it all in this big old complete volume set. And this was so much darker than I was expecting. Let me read the back, and then I'll get into it, because I don't know if this... I don't think this totally touches on it. A little bit. So, Oka Namae, a magician's pupil, is incapable of feeling emotion. That is, he's almost incapable. One circumstance in particular does bring his feelings to the surface, but the result of such an occasion is unimaginably sinister. Oka's complete story of deadly affection unfolds in this new deluxe omnibus. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into what it is, because it's unimaginable. So, he is staying with an adult magician, and we find out that in part it's for him and his protection, but also maybe the protection of other people. So he does have a problem with emotion and properly showing emotion. And up to this point, the only time he's ever felt strong emotion was when he murdered somebody. And I don't know that I want to completely spoil that twist in the story, so I won't. But it does play an importance, because when he gets close to somebody, if he's not stopped, because it can get stopped before he reaches that breaking point, if it's not stopped and he believes he has this strong attachment to the person, he will kill them in order to feel that emotion, that deep grief within him from killing them. And that is one of the major plots in the whole series, is him and this desire to both get close to people, but then wanting to feel emotion, and so always on the brink of murdering people. And the magician, of course, has to watch out for him, and he's trying to get him to control himself and his abilities. I was not expecting the darkness that would be this series. I think I was shocked when I read the first chapter and learned the lengths that he's willing to go. And it's kind of sad too, because you feel like he won't get close to somebody, but we are introduced to other characters that then come into play with the series as well. And it is magical, but it's deeply emotional and moving. It's all emotionally driven and based, because you know that, one, he has to find a way to connect with other people, and he can't simply keep killing them, but you don't know how to do that, because there does seem to be something lacking within him that's not allowing him to fully develop feelings and keep things in balance. Beyond that, we do meet some other characters in the whole magical world. Of course, there are ones that do not trust what's happening here, and the dangerous stuff that could happen. But in all, it does become just, it's quicker. Obviously it's not a huge read. So it does just become, again, this emotional relationship story. That's whether he can communicate with and develop relationships with others and not lead to killing them. Is that a possibility? Because the other thing that happens is that if he is too tempted to kill, then the memories of him are erased from that person. That's part of what the magician would do. And that's also very sad. So even if they developed a bond, if the memories are erased, he loses that bond because that connection's no longer there. So then it doesn't matter even if he were developing feelings for that other person. And again, this doesn't have to be like love, like falling in love. It can just be the love of friendship and companionship or a family bond. If he develops those feelings, he's always on the verge of wanting to kill them. And so in order to protect those people, the only thing that's been found to work against that is to erase their memories, and therefore they forget him completely. And then that's very isolating for him, and he feels very sad and alone because nobody remembers him. And it's very, very, very emotional, very sad. Makes you think about a lot of things in relationships. And of course, it's also creepy because he can turn at any moment and become murderous. And so, I don't know, you're kind of twisted through this really dark, deep story with really soft, beautiful art for like a good chunk of it that then has some like deep bloody gore. I really enjoyed it though because of course I like dark, twisty stories that have a big emotional impact, so I did enjoy it. It was a good manga. I liked, again, that it was a full series that I could complete in not too long. And yeah, it was great. I would recommend it. That is it for this video. Until next time.